Hey, Eric, I'm going to go ahead and have you kind of welcome folks, and then we'll go ahead and get kicked off, okay?
Absolutely. Sounds great to me.
All right, we're good to go. All right, guys, I'm excited tonight. It's always exciting when we have our private business launches for new energy advisors. It's a way for us to help get their business kicked off. And so, Eric Wolf is launching his business tonight, which is super exciting. And I'm looking forward to support him and also his leadership and David Feinberg, who is in Jerusalem, and his leadership team who's here. And it's really exciting. And so, Eric, I just want you to take a minute, introduce yourself, who you are, and kind of what brought you to our community, and what did you find exciting about it?
Hi, yes, thank you. It's exciting to be here with everybody. As you said, my name's Eric Wolf. I live in Miami, Florida. Actually, what brought me into all of this was Mr. Kesserman.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes, I've been working in the roofing industry, and we actually connected about getting an inspection done on his roof. And he kind of just brought it up to me casually, as in something that I might be interested in. And as he kind of sent over some more information, it really seemed like an exciting opportunity. And the more I got to learn about the opportunity and talk to different people, such as David, it just really seemed like a great way to kind of get into the energy side of things. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
No, that is awesome. Welcome to the community. You have Mr. Kisselman. You know his extraordinary background, and just we have an incredible group of folks. And so tonight, we're going to have. Sorry, I muted myself. We're going to do our overview. We'll be brief tonight. We'll answer questions for everybody at the end. And Eric, what we'll do is that we'll get you started tonight, and then we'll kind of come back and we'll do it again later in the week as well. So welcome everybody. Eric, again, welcome to our community. And we'll go ahead and get started, everyone. My name is Julius Weems. I'm actually a regional director here in Think Plus in this community. My background is actually in engineering. I actually started my career as a game designer for Monday Night Football and went on to work for large tech companies like PayPal and eBay and got introduced to this industry a little over 15 years ago. And again, it was not my plan, but someone had me come to a meeting like this and wanted my opinion. And so imagine a stubborn engineer giving his opinion, but I saw that what I'm going to share with you tonight, 15 years ago, my previous company didn't have all that I'm going to share with you. And so tonight I would say be objective. We're going to be brief. We'll answer questions at the end. But there is a interesting thing happening across the country. We have this massive push when it comes to energy and artificial intelligence. And I think there's an opportunity here for all of us, no matter what your background is. We have people from all backgrounds, and it's been exciting to be able to help folks all over the country. And so, with that, get a pen and paper. If you have questions during the presentation, please go ahead and put them in the chat. I will answer all your questions at the end. But we are excited because there's some things launching in our business that have truly been exciting over the last few weeks, and you'll hear about those at the end. So, our company is Think Plus. You're going to hear tonight about what we offer. You're going to hear a little bit about how we support people in not only saving money, but how we're able to build out a long-term opportunity as well. And so we are the Think Plus network. If you look at it, we're just a network of professionals from different backgrounds that are looking at how do we grow this incredible network with the products I'm going to share with you. We are, as I said before, we are very diverse backgrounds. We're very unique. I always say we're unique because when I look at folks like David and Mayor, myself, Linda Washington, all of our backgrounds, everything from writing, building, engineering, and IT, retired IT executives, what we realize is that, if we were to come together and build a community around, different backgrounds, that would be great. But if could we do it around a commodity? And tonight we're going to talk about what that commodity is. And so we do believe that if we're going to build anything, you have to build it around integrity, excellence, humility, teamwork, transparency, and you must have enough impact that actually drives growth. And so let's step into what we offer. One of the things that we realize we've built a platform that truly allows customers to become smarter when it comes to energy. Now, when I first heard that many years ago, I said, well, okay, I get it. I use energy. But the industry has not changed a lot over the last 50 years. We've had some new technologies, but fundamentally it worked the same. And so our company, with a $150 million investment, we decided that we were going to create technology solutions and a platform that would take energy into the future. And so our platform, you'll hear about our products. We decided to, we've built a community, an incredible community of professionals that work together. And then you'll hear about our opportunity and why somebody like myself and Mayor and David are here. But our goal is simple. And I think when you look at what companies should achieve and how they grow, our company is really, our focus is how do we help customers save $1 billion on energy costs? That is the goal. That is everything that I talked to you about tonight. It is focused around that goal. And so if you could save folks $1 billion on energy costs, what kind of business could you build? And that is truly the heartbeat of what we're creating. We're building a business that is focused on innovation in the energy space that we've never seen before. So, who are we and what do we do? We provide energy solutions and choices to customers. Now, energy choices and solutions can be vague, but think about this: is that I just got off a call about potentially purchasing a cyber cab, a Tesla cyber cab. Now, a cyber cab, ultimately, if you've heard about it, it's going to be a Tesla with no steering wheel that will be able to pick me up, will take me to where I need to go in the morning if I have to go to work. But then while I'm at work, it will then drive around and it will work as a cab. It would go out and work. And so 10 years ago, that was almost unheard of. Who would buy a car without a steering wheel? Who would buy a car that literally would go and work during the day? But as we've all adapted over time, we look at things like Netflix, where initially we had Blockbuster, where we'd go get a DVD, and then we would take a VHS, if you're old enough to remember that. And then we now have thousands of options. So technology and innovation has happened all around us. Many times, if you guys look at it right now, many of you are ordering Amazon because I think Amazon Prime Day just happened. You're ordering Amazon and you're expecting to get a package in 2 days, which was unheard of, and not have to pay for it. And so many industries have changed, they have evolved, and energy has not. And so our CEO, when I first went up to Connecticut to hear about this company 3 years ago, the first thing I said was, what is really going to be different, right? That is really the fundamental question is why is this different than anything else we've seen? And Michael Falquest said, listen, everything I'm going to share with you is my vision for what we can build. And I'm happy to say, as of June 2026, everything that I'm sharing with you tonight is deployed, it is live, it is available, and you get to see real time tonight what is possible in this space. And I get excited because I have never seen a residual income producing business that can scale as large as this. And that's big. I've worked and advised some major companies, and this is truly something that, when I look at the trajectory over the next 5 to 10 years, is a special moment in time. So, congratulations on being here tonight. So, let's talk about why this is happening. What is the real problem we're solving? Because we want to know, what is the value proposition that this company is solving. And so, electricity bills have continued to go up for the last 3 years, but the increase has been massive. We have seen such a massive push in energy costs that we have watched markets literally grow to the point where energy bills are getting as close to rents and mortgages than we've ever seen in history. So we have a transition, and this is caused because of a transition to renewables, increased demand with electric vehicles, data centers and artificial intelligence, which right now is demanding more energy than what it takes to give electricity to every home in the United States. not Mark Zuckerberg, but the CEO of OpenAI said he needs more energy the 188 million homes in the U.S. to power his Chat GPT models. Then we have global instability and conflict. And so the one thing that we are seeing is that when there's global instability, oil and natural gas prices go up, by also making electricity and oil prices rise as well. So the energy industry, as I said, has not changed a lot, but there were some fundamental problems 15 years ago when I got involved. And so deregulation happened, and for many people, deregulation of electricity failed. It was not like the deregulation of telecommunications, but we had a lot of people that went out and companies had the right intention, but what happened is that the outcomes did not work. So we had bait and switch pricing. So what we've done is created a fixed price model, product model. We have poor customer service, and now we have customer service that is truly excellent, where you can call and get the support you need. Early termination fees, which people would sign up for contracts. Those contracts, you would get a better price. You couldn't leave it. So we have contract flexibility, and then hidden fees, surprises. Your bill would go up through the roof to a variable rate. And that's what happened over the last 15 years. And what we decided is that we're going to create transparent pricing and make it as clean and clear as possible. But this was the first step. The next step was you have to have products that make sense for the future. You have to be looking forward. You have to be looking at, okay, what happens now that people are able to check, things like thermostats on their phone. They're able to make choices and have digital products. So here's what we have today. I'm going to start off with our smart thermostat product, which in Texas, when you say smart thermostat, some people may say, well, so what? That's not a big deal. But let me share with you why it is such a big deal with our technology.
At Think Energy, we've built a way to lower your energy bill and keep your home comfortable, and you'll barely have to lift a finger. Now live in Texas, Think Smart is an innovative technology designed to save you money on autopilot. All you need is 5 minutes to connect your Wi-Fi enabled Ecobee, Honeywell, or Resideo thermostat, and we'll drive it from there. Think Smart optimizes your energy usage by making small adjustments, just a few degrees, to keep you comfortable and lower your energy bills. And you can always override it for complete control. Once connected, you'll receive $10 in monthly bill credits for as long as the devices remain connected. Savings that add up. Ready to save effortlessly? Join the community of energy-savvy customers lowering their bills and enjoying total comfort. Connect your thermostat today and start saving. It's time to think smart with Think Energy.
Okay, so the first product we came out with was smart thermostats. And we said if someone gets a smart thermostat, we want it connected to our network. And so we could connect it to our network. It allows us to do some things in the background with automation and AI to be able to hedge energy prices. So we could give a guaranteed savings just for connecting a smart thermostat. So in Texas, with the incredible rates we have there, where if someone just connects their thermostat, they don't have to do anything else. They get $120 a year off their energy bill just for connecting it. Now, right now it's only $10 a month, but what our goal is to use the data we're gathering to be able to hedge better prices over time. So it could go to $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month for just connecting a smart thermostat. Now, that's the very beginning. It's almost like the fingertip of what we're going to be talking about tonight. But here's the part that gets pretty exciting. And so now I get to share with you our home battery program. Now, when you think about a home battery, you're thinking about solar panels, you're thinking about all these different things. I want you to understand what we have created are what we call virtual power plants. I'm going to show you a video, but I want you to imagine after this video plays, I want you to imagine what happens if a home could be its own standalone power plant. And we've created software that allows somebody not only to benefit, but also to get it for free.
Every summer we see it. Record heat, record energy demand, and the same story on repeat. Regular outages, soaring prices, a grid pushed to the breaking point.
the Earth is still hot. And so is the demand for electricity.
More energy is better than less energy.
With the rise of AI technology, demand on power plants is increasing.
Here's the thing. The grid we all depend on was built more than 100 years ago, for a time when electricity flowed one way, from a few big power plants to every home and business. But that world has changed. Today, millions of devices draw power every second. Demand for electricity keeps growing, but the grid hasn't kept pace. And it's not steady. Some hours we have plenty of power, others we're short. That's why electricity now costs different amounts at different times of day. When demand peaks, energy gets expensive. And when we need less energy, it's cheap. And this means consumers have to work harder and pay more for less reliable energy. Until now. A quiet revolution has started. Home batteries can now store energy when it's cheap or abundant, and use or even sell it back when it's needed most. Link thousands of those batteries together with smart software, and you get something entirely new called a virtual power plant. Instead of waiting for a distant generator to fire up, these connected devices can instantly feed energy back into the grid. The grid pays providers for this support. Those earnings can be shared with customers, lowering costs for the homeowners whose batteries made it possible. For consumers, that means significantly lower costs, predictable rates, and backup power when the grid fails, along with a direct role in building a cleaner, more resilient energy system. We are reshaping how electricity works as we're preparing to bring this idea to scale.
Think Plus will be partnering with a next-generation virtual power plant, connecting homes, batteries, and people into one intelligent energy network.
Our consumers will pay much less for even more reliable energy, with backup power for their homes. And when enough homes join, the grid gets stronger and energy becomes something we all share. This is the power of connection.
Coming soon from Think Plus.
So I'm going to take a minute to share why this is so powerful. We are at a time right now where the energy grid is being strained at levels that we never imagined. We never thought that artificial intelligence was going to be such a pull on businesses, residences. So this technology is doing one thing. It is helping the resident at a level that we've never seen. So a battery system, it will be put onto the home. We're partnered with EcoFlow batteries. That battery will then be able to store energy that when that energy is super inexpensive. And then it'll be able to give energy back to the grid. We'll be able to sell it back to the grid. The homeowner will get a backup supply when energy goes out. But here's the part that's so exciting. Imagine this, the homeowner will get up to 28% every single month off their energy bill. So imagine that. And when you think about that concept and how much somebody would have to pay for that, like how much would it cost to get an EcoFlow battery, Time Magazine's Engineer of the Year, for somebody to be able to pay for that, to get a 28% discount, to have backup power for their families. Here's where I believe that this company has found one piece that for me as a business owner, for me as an engineer is exciting. Because if a customer finds something that that they're going to stay with for 10, 15 years, and you can actually earn income on it, I believe that outside of all the things we've seen, the traditional businesses, the digital businesses, the Amazons, the TikToks, the lawyers, the doctors, we now have found a space that I truly see as a new gold rush. And I thought about it this way the other day. I was talking to a friend. I said, imagine this, is that you're solving a huge problem. Customers are getting huge value, and you're able to have a residual on a commodity during a time where there's massive need. And so they get up to 28% saving rates. Right now we're launched in Illinois, automatic power backup. And here's the part, there is no cost to install the battery. There is no cost to install the battery. And I know some of you are saying, how in the world can that be? We actually own the battery, and the customer gets the benefit of what the battery can offer. We've launched in Illinois. We'll be launching in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Texas in 2026. But this is we are one of two companies in the country that have this technology and rolling it out this way. So I just want to let you all know that this is a special moment in time. And so then our next solution, our next technology energy solution, I call it energy tech solution. It's called AutoSave, and it's just that automatic savings. For the first time, we've been able to guarantee when someone's with us on the energy side that they will save money 5% with no cap or more. So think about this: is that imagine automatically being in a position that your energy bill would literally go and check to see if you're saving money every month. That is what AutoSave does, and let's take a look at how it works.
Welcome to AutoSave, the easiest way to save money on electricity automatically. No more shopping around, no fees, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier. Everyone uses energy differently, yet most people pay the same price. We believe you should be rewarded for being a smart energy user. With AutoSave, your Think Energy rate is personalized just for you. Here's how it works. You sign up for AutoSave. We review your personalized Think Energy rate offer every month. If your personalized rate offer can beat the utility's price to compare, we switch you. If not, you're served by the utility. We look for savings every month so you don't have to. And as you can see, over time, your savings can really add up. If there's an opportunity to save with Think Energy, it'll happen, all upside, with the peace of mind of the utility's standard rate as your safety net. Simple, risk-free, and automatic. And you'll always know what's happening. We actively monitor your savings potential and notify you if your energy supply changes. Still the same utility, still the same bill. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, with no interruption to your service. AutoSave is all upside, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll never pay more than your utility's standard rate. That's AutoSave. No fees, no stress, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, automatically.
So AutoSave is just that. It is an automatic saving solution that we've created. And we know that the opportunity is huge across the country because most people are with their utility. In Pennsylvania, 76% of customers are back with their utility. That means they don't have a choice to save. They don't have an option to save money every month. But with AutoSave, we would check between the utility and us to see where they could save money. 54% of the customers we have in Ohio, 65 are with the utility in Illinois, 80% in Washington, D.C., 80% in Delaware, and 94% in New Jersey. And we share that because these are all the millions of customers that right now we can go help, and there's no cost for them to get access to AutoSave. And literally it's like that auto, those of you who use Amazon, when you order, you don't even think about shipping anymore. You expect that to happen. And with AutoSave, it's the same thing. You expect it to happen. Every month, we're going to check to make sure you're in the best position and you never have to think about your energy bill again. And so as I come to the conclusion, our final product is Community Solar. Now, I've shared some pretty big things with you guys. A thermostat that saves you $120 a month. I've shared with you our new battery program launching in Illinois. It'll be in New Jersey, Delaware, Washington, D.C. I just shared AutoSave, and here's the part. Everything I've shared with you has no cost to enroll. There is no contract attached. And that is the most exciting part. Consumers, truly, we give the control to them. It forces us to have extremely high value, but also our goal is $1 billion in customer savings. So we have to make sure customers don't leave. So the final product is Community Solar. You see the markets that it's currently in, and let's take a look at this video and we'll get ready to close out.
Imagine saving money on your electric bill just by supporting clean energy in your community. With Think Community Solar, you can, and it's easier than you think. Thanks to state-sponsored programs, you can now subscribe to a local solar farm and receive solar credits that lower your utility bill. It's part of a growing effort to expand access to clean energy, and you're invited to be part of it. When you subscribe, you're allocated a portion of a local solar farm. As your share generates electricity, you earn solar credits that reduce your utility bill. For example, if your share produces $100 worth of electricity, you'll see a $100 credit on your utility bill. Then, you'll pay Think Community Solar just $80 for those credits, saving you $20. Think of it like buying a $100 gift card for just $80, and then the full $100 automatically going toward your bill. There's no cost to join, no rooftop required. Rent, own, house, apartment, all qualify. And your savings are guaranteed. 5% minimum, up to 25% in some areas, depending on your state program, for up to 20 years. Best of all, you're helping fund local solar projects that create jobs, reduce emissions, and power a cleaner future. This is Think Community Solar. Local energy, guaranteed savings, zero hassle.
All right, so community solar works like this. There are solar farms that your state have paid for. These are state-built projects across the state on farms, rooftops. You subscribe to the solar farm. You actually, that energy goes onto the grid, and then you get that credit to your apartment, your townhome, every single month for 20 years. This program blew my mind when I learned about it because it's like having a 20-year coupon. There's nothing to install, no maintenance, no hassles. It supports your local economy. There's no termination fees, and it's perfect for customers who rent homes, apartments, trailers, townhomes. It does not matter. You can get access to clean solar energy through your state. It is state built and funded. So it's very simple. Is that the person that invited you would send you a link. You put your zip code in, and it will show you the products that are available to you right now. So you can go right now with the person that invited you this and see, hey, what products are in my area? There may be one or many. And so the thing is that you could sign up for one of these products or many at a time. So where are we at today? We're 3 years old. We're in 13 states. And in those 13 states nationwide, we're continuing to grow. This year is going to be the biggest year for us as a company with the rollout of all of our solutions. We have 4 products, all focused on one thing, $1 billion in savings to customers like yourself. And so, our goal is to invest into communities. So, we could have done traditional marketing to get people to sign up, but we just fundamentally understood that relationships grow companies much faster, and we believe that we could do that in a powerful way. And so I'm going to share with you, to be a customer, there's no cost. But if you saw this and you say, hey, look, I'd be interested in being an energy advisor, why do professionals, why do leaders join as energy advisors? Because we understand one thing is that I built my consulting firm for over 20 years. And I know that after we do a big deal, no matter how big the deal is, I have to go do another one right after. And so when I understood that, I can actually begin to help customers across 13 states, I could also help people who'd like to get customers and help them earn income. I said, this is something I needed to pay attention to because I understood the power of leverage. I understood that a customer paying a bill that would pay a residual that may be a small amount, like owning a toll booth. I said, well, man, if I had a toll booth that had 10,000 cars come through it every month, that's a pretty lucrative toll booth. And I started thinking of it that way. But how we earn as energy advisors, I'm going to share 4 of those ways. If you want to hear about the 9 ways we get paid, scan the QR code right here. Scan the QR code over here, and it'll give you videos on all 9 ways. But I'm going to share the 4 most important. Number 1 is customer acquisition bonus. You get paid when a customer comes into the business. They put their zip code in, they sign up for the service. You get paid the following Friday. Then we get residual income. Every 3rd Friday, we get paid a residual on customers paying for their energy bill, and they're going to do it every single month. Our vision is that a customer would stay for over 10 years. Then we have rank advancement bonuses. As we build more customers, we rank advance. We earn a new position that pays us more money. Then we have a mentor bonus. A mentor bonus says that if you choose to invite someone to take a look, just like Mayor invited Erik to take a look, and Erik's inviting you tonight, what happens is that he's going to mentor and support you to get started. We'll have a launch like this for you. And then there's a few other ways that we'll continue to help you build your business. But there is a mentor bonus as well. And so this is how we earn. And I share this slide one more time because you've heard about our platform. We have 4 products that truly are going to drive the future of energy. And then we have an incredible community, which you get to experience tonight. And then you heard about our opportunity. You heard me talk about the gold rush, and I'm a little bit of a history buff, and I was looking the other day, and I spent a lot of time in artificial intelligence for enterprise large companies, and I was thinking about this idea that when there was the gold rush, I'm sure everybody ran to the gold mines to be able to get there and get their piece of this incredible opportunity during the gold rush. And I'm sure million, thousands, tens of thousands of people I could imagine are running to get a piece of this thing that could change their family's future. But then I imagine over to the right hand side, there's a small little shack. And in that shack is just a guy that has a whole bunch of shovels and picks. And he's standing there and he's selling his shovels and his picks so that people could go and get their piece of the gold. And that's a little bit how I look at what's happening. I believe right now you can turn on your TV, you can turn on your news, you can search social media. You're going to hear all of this information about AI and artificial intelligence and how it's using up so much energy. 92 million gallons of water a month, to more energy than some towns can handle with the data centers. If you just turn on TV, you'll hear everything about it. And then there's big opportunity, and there's $1 trillion spent in Texas alone over the last year on artificial intelligence, and people are using it to make money and to build success, and people are running towards it, and everybody's almost laser focused on AI. And I don't care who you are, what background you are, either you're looking at it, you're paying attention to it, or you're hearing about it. And I thought about it, and when I was sitting and I was thinking, I said, man, the one thing nobody's talking about is that artificial intelligence needs one thing to survive. And over in the corner is a guy with a little shack, and he's in the energy business. And he understands that as much as people are excited about this massive investment in artificial intelligence, it needs one thing to survive. And if there are residences and small businesses that are struggling, and AI is using more energy in some towns than we've seen across the country, and you have that little shack up in the corner where you can put a battery on somebody's home to lower their costs by 28%, because we've seen the cost go up over 30% in 3 years. You have a product like Community Solar to lower their costs for 20 years. You have a smart thermostat. The guy in the shack has a smart thermostat that he can put on and save him another $120 to cut costs. And here's what I'll say is that sometimes it's not the thing everybody's talking about. It's the thing in the little shack. It's the person you guys are going to talk to if you came here tonight and you're saying, hey, look, there are fundamentally some things that I know I can help people with. And you have the thing that's in the little shack. You have energy. So to start as an energy advisor, that means you're just getting paid. Being a customer is free of charge. It's $59. No, it's not $59,000. It's almost the cost of that shovel and that axe up in that corner in the little shack. But $59 for your first year, no monthly fees, and we have everything set up for you. We have the complete business prepared. We have all the tools you need. We have everything set up for you to start doing business in 13 states certified for $59. And then for $149 a year after your first year is over, you would have done pretty well, I'll tell you, after a year in this business, and you'll pay your $159 renewal with no monthly fees. But you get everything you need. You get a system, you get websites set up for you. We have a app called BAM that allows you to share. You have a web back office, and again, you get certified in all of our markets. But more than that, we are an incredible community. We're a community that believes that, yes, we've all worked very hard. Some of us have built incredible businesses over the years and over the decades. But here's what we realize. We realize that it is not what you've done in the past. It is about how you can look forward and solve a problem at scale, a problem at a large in a large way, and that is what we're able to do. And so what I'm going to invite you to do is I'm going to invite you to join us. If you were invited tonight by Erik or anyone else on the call tonight, I'm going to recommend that you get signed up for $59. Start your business and own your little shack up on the hill while everybody else is running for artificial intelligence. Know that you can now be a part of something that literally for the next 10 years is going to impact people's lives and be able to build a business that you know can build a residual income month after month after month. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. Erik, I want to turn it back over to you and tell you congratulations on your first private business launch. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to working with your leaders. You have an incredible team around you. And congratulations to you. And then we'll open up for any questions. You can go ahead and close us out. I think you're muted, Erik, if you're talking. What we'll do is let's go ahead and open up for any questions. I'm going to look in the chat. Do we have any questions in the chat? No. All right. Do we have any questions? You can go ahead and put in the chat, or you can actually unmute yourself. All right.
I
Well,
actually have a question.
yes, please say who you are and where you're calling from.
So I'm Connie Kaplan. I'm from Chicago. I already am an advisor. I actually signed up 2 other advisors yesterday and today, and I already
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I already have a couple other people in the pre-viewing verification process. I'm doing well, thank God. But a question that's coming up a lot with the battery is that if I have autosave, what do I need autosave if I'm being locked in for 5 years with the battery? Like, how does that work? If I'm already being locked in with a certain price per kilowatt,
Right.
how does autosave help me with that?
That is a great question. And so someone comes in onto our system through autosave. Once they have their battery installed, once the battery's installed, they are technically shifting off of autosave. I think it's like 25 to 28% they get. I think the savings is up to 28% they get guaranteed with the battery. So autosave is just how they get connected to our system, and so they start getting savings now. And then once their battery's installed, they do go into their bigger savings. Like autosave checks every month for savings, but now once they have the battery, because the battery is on the virtual power plant, they're now getting a guaranteed every month savings. So they would technically they're transitioning from autosave to their battery program.
Okay, so you're saying once they're on the battery, the autosave is sort of like pushed on to the side. It's like not relevant.
Yes, it
It's just a way for them to get part of the program. Till you get the battery, it could take a few months or whatever.
Yep.
So first you start you on autosave, and then you go to the battery. Got it. Because I was like, that's a pretty good question. Like, I don't know how that would work together.
No, someone asked that, and I said, look, so think about it this way. Autosave starts you saving, right? We start to get you in a better position. And then when you get the battery, you're like pretty much, you're talking 28% savings guaranteed.
Right. Yeah. No, people hear that and they're like, sign me up.
Right,
But,
exactly.
But then when they sign up for the autosave first, they're like, wait a minute, if I'm doing the autosave and what's the battery, the locked in price, like how does that work together? I was like, I don't know. Like, I'll ask. Okay.
And so one of the things too is that remembering that autosave, if people can't get the battery or they start the process and they're still on autosave and they have a savings mechanism. So that and Chicago, I will say Chicago, Illinois, the Illinois program, the savings for the battery may be different in every state. Like Illinois has a pretty significant savings, right? But it may be more or maybe a little bit less in different states. But the Illinois program is very clear and extremely exciting.
Okay, that just helped me to answer a lot of people's questions. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Julianne.
No problem at all. And congratulations on everything you're doing.
Thank you.